What's up, gamers? It's Old School Fool, and today we're bringing you a new retro product. Now, it's a little different than what you might expect. We're actually promoting a USB product that you can play with emulators. Now, we don't condone emulators as replacements to classic game collections, so let's just start off by saying that. I have an immense classic game collection. All my friends have lots of classic game collections, all the way from the Retro Duo to Super Nintendo, Nintendo Model 1 and 2, and SNES Model 2, and we just have tons and tons of games. But sometimes, we do use emulators, and we have tons of, classic Super Nintendo, and MAME-style arcade titles that just weren't available. And then, obviously, if we're at the workplace and we just want to pop in a game or two, and we don't want to, strap up our whole Super Nintendo, this is the best way to do it. And today we actually have co-developed and branded these products, the new RetroBit. Now, you're probably looking at this and you're like, well, this is a Nintendo controller. Well, yes, it is. It's actually an original modeled Nintendo controller. But the nice thing about this is this is actually plug-and-play Windows USB controller. And I say Windows because, exactly, you can use it with your PC. Not only that, but we've also formulated this product to work with your Mac. So if you have, anything, running for your PC emulator-wise, whether it be MAME, Nesticle, ZSNES, SNES 9X, all these classic, including MAME, all these classic emulators. And before we go any further, let's let you guys know we're not going to tell you how to get ROMs. We're not going to tell you how to run stuff. We're just letting you know that this is an excellent product, that we have developed something for classic gamers like myself and people who just want to have that real feel, because there's a lot of controller converters out there, but there's nothing that really feels like an original Nintendo controller. It just gives you that nostalgic feel playing like original Mario Bros. 2, or playing Mega Man 3, or even Castlevania. It just gives you that same feel that of yesteryear that you just don't get with any other controller, because it uses the USB. It's USB plug and play, works for 98, works for Millennium Edition, 2000, XP, even works, like I said, for Mac. So it's a great product. It's called the RetroBit. You're going to be seeing more of this. It's called the RetroBit line, and it's the original RetroBit 8-bit NES controller. And it has the same layout, the buttons. It has a lot of substance. We fully tested these products with all the major emulators, and they do work flawlessly. So plug-and-play design, there's no drivers needed. If you really need drivers, we could supply them to you guys, but there's really no drivers needed. But it has that same feel, nice thick cord, double insulated cord. It's just a great product to work with any of the classic NES game emulators. And of course, we also, coming from the RetroBit line, we also have the Super Nintendo controllers. It's pretty much exactly the same thing. It's just a USB connection for Super Nintendo emulators. It's all really up to you. I mean, you could use the Super Nintendo controller for the Nintendo emulators. You can use the Nintendo controller for Super Nintendo emulators. It doesn't really make a difference which one you use, but it just really gives you still that classic feel. So you get the start, select, A, B, X, Y, the directionals, and the one L and R buttons. We just want to bring these to you today because we want to show you that we have solved the problem that, honestly, I was playing Bomberman. I was playing money Bomberman games the other day for cash tournament games, an original Bomberman, and I was just, the controller I was using, the regular USB controller, PC controller, was just not cutting it. I actually lost a $50 match of Bomberman because of that nonsense. But that's alright, because now I got the RetroBit controllers, and I'm taking kids to the trash can proper. So check it out. You can actually pre-order these, the Nintendo and Super Nintendo USB RetroBit controllers. Check to the right of the video description for a link to Video Game Central. We'll see more details and information on these soon-to-be classic controllers hitting a store near you. You're going to love it. Check it out, RetroBit, 8-bit NES, and Super Nintendo controllers. Thanks for watching, Classic Gamers, and we'll check you guys out soon. Peace.